What if self-help books cut out the fluff and said it like it really was? The world is a tough place, and here is a rudely honest summary of the book Essentialism by the author Greg McKeown. If essentialism were a person, it would walk into your life, look around at your job, your family, your 27 unanswered texts, your group chat named We Never Meet Up, and say, yeah, buddy, you just gotta pick one. Yeah, just one. You know, it sounds beautiful. Do less, do it better. Only problem is, try telling that to your toddler screaming in a Target checkout line while your boss pings you with urgent Slack messages about the font size on the company newsletter nobody reads. In the wild, even a lizard doesn't get to pick its priorities. It needs to eat, stay warm, dodge hawks, outrun snakes, find a mate, all while standing on a rock the size of a dinner plate. And you're supposed to just say no until life becomes a curated art exhibit of meaning? The human being is not an apex predator. We are a species of obligators. You carry within you the gravity of every relationship you've ever touched, each one like a planet dragging your orbit slightly off course. To live purely by essentialism would mean to yank yourself out of that gravitational pull to float in space alone, efficient and freezing. You want essentialism in real life? Here's what happens. You become the guy who ghosted the school bake sale, skipped his niece's violin recital, turned down the invite to game night, and now you're sitting in a minimalist apartment surrounded by your 3 perfect projects and the echoing silence of no friends. But, and here's the genius of it, essentialism isn't telling you to become a sociopath, it's saying you're already dropping the ball on 80% of life. Might as well drop it on purpose. Because somewhere between the necessary compromises of messy love and the ruthless culling of your inbox, there's a fragile trail, like the footprints of a small animal across a desert just after a rainstorm. If you don't pay attention, the wind will erase it. But if you do, you just might find your way home. Or you could just stay in 47 group chats until the end of time. Your call, buddy.
Now let's take a more measured approach and see what essentialism is really about. It begins with a radical act of recognition. You have the power to choose. You cannot control everything life throws at you, but you can choose what to hold and what to let fall away. Choice is not just a privilege. It is your only tool of freedom. Essentialism teaches that before you dive deep, you must first walk wide, explore many fields, taste many passions, but then commit deeply to the few things that matter most. The fox who digs many shallow holes finds no water. The fox who digs one deep well finds the spring. Perhaps the most forgotten principle of all, you, yourself, are the asset. The mind that decides, the body that carries decisions, the soul that endures the long road. If you exhaust yourself for every task, you will lose the very light that could have illuminated your true path. Boundaries are not fences that keep the world out. They are the sacred walls that protect what is precious within. The essentialist does not live selfishly, he lives protectively. He tends the flame of what matters, lest the winds of obligation blow it cold. In a world that prizes noise and speed, the essentialist creates space to think. Silence is not emptiness, it is the forge where clarity is shaped. Only in the wide open spaces of stillness can the mind find the courage to see its own path.
Yeah, it all sounds poetic and noble. Choose wisely, protect the asset, dig deep wells. Beautiful. Meanwhile, back in reality, my neighbor's blasting Kid Rock at 3 a.m., my inbox looks like a cry for help, and my deep well is just me Googling how to be happy at 2 in the morning. But hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if I say no a little more and stop signing up for bake sales I don't even want to go to, I might actually find that well after all. Maybe essentialism's got a point. Just don't tell my neighbor.